In the shadowed corridors of Nashville's country music empire and Hollywood's gilded halls, few unions have captivated like that of Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman, a partnership spanning nearly 2 decades, marked by red carpet glamour, shared parenthood, and the resilient rhythm of 2 high-octane careers. Yet, beneath the surface polish, fissures had formed, culminating in a separation that stunned fans on September 29, when the couple issued a joint statement confirming their split. The subsequent divorce filing by Kidman the very next day painted a picture of finality, but emerging details suggest Urban, the 58-year-old Australian-born troubadour, had been mentally charting the course to dissolution for weeks, dropping subtle hints that, in retrospect, foreshadowed the unraveling. The first breadcrumb fell in the unlikeliest of places, a casual pre-concert exchange in Saskatoon, Canada, on September 15. Urban, fresh off a tour stop that showcased his signature blend of heartfelt ballads and guitar virtuosity, paused for a fan interaction amid the backstage bustle. Dale Whiteside, a look-alike enthusiast whose ringless fingers and tattoo-free arms often sparked mix-ups, approached with a light-hearted quip. "People always mistake me for you," Whiteside joked, highlighting their physical similarities. Urban's reply, delivered with a wry smile, carried an undercurrent of introspection. "Next time it'll probably be just the tattoos." On the surface, a throwaway line, perhaps a nod to his evolving ink collection, chronicling life's milestones from his 2006 sobriety journey to tributes for his daughters. But parsed through the lens of hindsight, it resonates as a metaphor for shedding layers, a cryptic allusion to the marital emblem he'd soon relinquish. The wedding band, absent in Whiteside's tale, mirrored Urban's own recent photos, a subtle void that spoke volumes about emotional distance. This encounter, innocuous to outsiders, encapsulated the private machinations Urban had been navigating. Insiders close to the couple whisper that the decision to part was a long time coming, not born of sudden betrayal but a gradual recognition that their paths, once intertwined, had diverged irrevocably. Urban, whose career renaissance includes Grammy Halls and Vegas residencies, had poured himself into music as therapy, channeling marital strains into songs like Wild Hearts from his 2024 album High, where lyrics probe love's fractures with poetic restraint. Kidman, 58 and at the peak of her baby girl acclaim, balanced Oscar pedigree with maternal duties to Sunday Rose, 16 and Faith Margaret, 14, their blended family a mosaic of Urban's prior life and her ex Tom Cruise's legacy. The logistics of transatlantic living, his Tennessee base versus her Sydney and Los Angeles orbits, exacted a toll, turning shared holidays into logistical feats and quiet evenings into conference calls. Weeks prior to Saskatoon, Urban confided in his inner circle that the marriage had run its course. This wasn't acrimony-fueled, it was pragmatic, a mutual acknowledgement that co-parenting thrived but romance had ebbed. Sources describe late-night songwriting sessions where Urban strummed chords laced with melancholy, musing on love's impermanence. "We've given it everything," he reportedly told a trusted producer, echoing the grace of their public announcement. "Whilst we have come to the loving decision to separate, we continue to remain friends and our commitment to our children remains steadfast." Kidman's filing, citing irreconcilable differences in Tennessee courts, streamlined the process, asset division favoring their prenup's protections, custody arrangements prioritizing the girl's stability. No alimony wars, no public mudslinging, just the quiet efficiency of 2 adults disentangling with dignity. Urban's post-split horizon gleams with cautious optimism. Already he signaled openness to new chapters, confiding to friends that dating beckons, not as rebound but rebirth. Picture him at a low-key honky-tonk, acoustic guitar in hand, charming with tales of rodeos and redemption. His sobriety, a 18-year cornerstone, equips him for this pivot. Therapy and faith, woven into his narrative since the 2006 intervention that nearly derailed his career, now fortify his solo stride. Kidman, ever the phoenix, channels energy into expat sequels and advocacy, her strength a beacon for daughters navigating their parents' new normal. Delving into the prelude, one uncovers a tapestry of micro-moments. Urban's solo travels to New Zealand for reflection. Kidman's solo premieres where her smile masked solitude. Their 2006 wedding in Sydney, a cardinal-led ceremony blending Aussie roots and Southern charm, once symbolized unbreakable bonds but time's tide eroded the vows. Infidelity rumors, long quashed, resurfaced as tabloid fodder, but sources insist the split stemmed from drift, not deceit. Urban's Saskatoon quip, then wasn't prophecy but punctuation, a man articulating what his heart had already scripted. For the daughters, the transition unfolds with care. Joint holidays preserved, therapy sessions mandatory. Urban's lyrics may soon immortalize this, a ballad of what was yielding to what's next. Kidman in interviews hints at growth. Love evolves, she says, her poise unbroken. In Nashville's neon glow, Urban steps forward, tattoos and all, a symbol of permanence amid change. The split, planned in whispers, closes a chapter but cracks open possibility, proving even country kings rewrite their hits.